What's an S-Corp, and should you start one? If you're self-employed and making a decent profit, an S-Corp could save you thousands in taxes. Let's break it down in under 4 minutes. Welcome to Tax University, brought to you by Keeper, where we break down all the tax information you should have learned in school, so you can take control of your taxes and file confidently. Today's topic? What's an S-Corp? Who should and shouldn't start one? How it saves you money, how to set one up step by step, and how to get free advice from an S-Corp expert if you're considering starting your own. So what is an S-Corp? It's a special tax status you can elect with the IRS to save money on your self-employment taxes. Why does this matter? When you're self-employed, say a freelancer or an LLC owner, you pay a 15.3% self-employment tax on all your business profit, and that's before factoring in the regular income taxes you'll owe. That means if your business makes $100,000 in net profit, you're paying $15,300 in self-employment taxes alone. That's where an S-Corp can help. An S-Corp lets you split your income in 2 parts, one into a salary which gets taxed normally, meaning it's subject to a 15.3% payroll tax. However, most people don't know that 50% of this payroll tax is actually tax deductible as an S-Corp. And 2, into a distribution, which isn't subject to that 15.3% payroll tax. To better understand the tax savings, let's look at this example. As an S-Corp, if your business made $100,000 in net profit, you would pay yourself a $50,000 salary, which is taxed normally, and take the leftover $50,000 as a distribution, which won't be hit with those taxes. That means you only pay self-employed taxes on your salary, but because 50% of your payroll tax is deductible as an S-Corp, you only pay $3,825 in self-employed taxes. That's over $11,000 in tax savings, just by switching how you're taxed. Now, all of that sounds great, but how do you know if starting an S-Corp is right for you? If you're self-employed or an LLC owner making $60,000 or more in net profit per year, want to lower your self-employment taxes, and are okay with doing a little more admin like running payroll, then congrats! Starting an S-Corp could be a great fit. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to get started. 1. Register your business. Decide whether you want to form an LLC or corporation. 2. Get an employer ID number. You can do this for free online at irs.gov. 3. File IRS Form 2553 to elect S-Corp status. 4. Set up payroll to pay yourself a reasonable salary. The IRS has strict rules about what counts as a reasonable salary, so click the link in the right-hand corner to read our guide on how to find the right salary for your role. Once you do this, you can easily set up payroll with any of these sites. 5. Stay IRS compliant with bookkeeping, quarterly taxes, and annual filings. That's it. However, it's important to note that setting up an S-Corp is easier said than done. That's why you should always consult a tax expert for advice. Keeper provides free S-Corp consultations with licensed tax professionals. You'll get your questions answered and a plan of action started all for free. Just click the link in the right-hand corner to book your free consultation today. Congrats! You've officially learned what an S-Corp is, who should and shouldn't start one, how it saves you money, how to set one up step by step, and how to get free advice from an S-Corp expert if you're considering starting your own. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and we'll answer them. If this video was helpful, hit the like button and click the subscribe button on the screen for more tax tips. Thanks for watching and see you on the next episode of Tax University.